Fun. Yeah! Hello! Welcome, everyone. So glad you've all joined. It's got a lot of people tonight. It's excellent. It's so exciting. Oh, I'm very happy you're all here. Odinn, you already got complimented. It's because Odinn's handsome face attracts all the viewers. It's true. Odinn's handsome face does that. Oh no. Hang on. Gotta figure it out. Don't remember what I did.
I believe in you.
Okay, how's that? Let's see. I'm speaking now. Is the echo gone? I think I fixed it. Perhaps.
Yep, you're all good.
Ah, excellent. All right. That's always my concern, is I never know which audio setting's the right one. Gotta link it to one thing or the other, and I can never remember which one's the correct one. So, anyways, thank you, memes. I appreciate you letting me know. Technical difficulties. But anyways, welcome everyone. So glad to have you here. I am Luke Kimbrough, your dungeon master for tonight. I'm also your best friend, your most hateful son, and spiteful king. So we'll go ahead and get on with it tonight. Why don't y'all introduce yourself? I didn't give y'all an order to introduce yourselves in tonight. So Kris, why don't you go ahead and start us off?
This is bullshit. Kidding. Nobody respects the no-nos anymore. Hi, I'm Kris, aka D&D Imposter, aka playing the little fairy, adorable fairy, completely trustworthy, just wants to hold your hand or finger in case of Burgy, which sounds really weird if you didn't see last week's episode. Just playing a small little fairy named Clover.
Any fun facts about Clover? I gave you so much time to prep one.
You gave me so much time. One of her most prominent memories was getting her wings horrifically detached from her body when she was younger. But you know what? We move on, and therapy helped.
Whoa! Do they have wings now?
Yeah.
They grew them back, or they reattached them?
We don't talk about Bruno.
Oh no!
All right. That was an excellent fun fact. I'll go ahead and give you an inspiration point just for coming up with such an excellent fun fact.
That is
so
a
quickly.
wild fun fact.
Because chat, just to let y'all know, I told them to come up with a fun fact as I clicked the button to go live. So they had all of me talking since I got here to think of a fun fact.
And now the sky's the limit. No pun intended.
What does D&D therapy look like? That's a great question. Anyways.
And Odinn will answer that as he
Odinn will answer that. It's his turn.
Okay. Hello, my name is Odinn. Odinn_son on pretty much all platforms. Today I will be playing the ever so suave Kian Kinsgley, the Fire Genasi wizard. He is actually a trained blacksmith who is currently on his own little personal mission on the side, looking for an enchanted anvil in which he can craft the most powerful and awesome of magical items.
Excellent. Wonderful. And last, but certainly not least, the other Luke.
Hey, I'm the other Luke. I'm Luke Aaron Holtz, and I play Burganofagus, who's this big old furry Firbolg monk, and Burganofagus, much less deep lore than we got from our fairy friend here. Burgy is just a big old salad head. Dude loves a good salad. And loves just that they're like readily available when walking through the woods. A few leaves from here and there, a little bit of grass from there. handheld salad down the hatch, baby.
Excellent.
It's
Excellent.
like a reward.
It's like a reward. Oh, well. Excellent. So happy to have all of you here again. I know it's been a while. Last month we got held off due to in COVID, someone caught the disease. So last month's live stream was pushed back to now. But we're happy to be back. Everyone's feeling well. At least physically. I don't know about mentally. Mentally, some of us might not all be here, but that's okay. Because tonight we're gonna have a lot of fun, and we're gonna really get into we're gonna get into some shenanigans. I think you're all gonna have a great time. So without further ado, let's go and slap on those fantasy hats. Perfect. Such pomp and circumstance with that one, Odinn. It looked like you grabbed a crown.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fair. That checks out. Well, last we saw our intrepid heroes. A lot had happened. They had gotten split up as they searched for the entrance to the cave, the sea cavern, where they saw they believe is where the remaining of the flying vehicle things had escaped to. They made it down into the ocean, and Kian got slapped against the cliff wall a few times. And Burgy saw a massive creature swimming beneath them that didn't seem to pay them any mind.
Which I can only assume is what the whole other party faced. You guys didn't have the opportunity, I assume, unless you watched, but I'm pretty sure the other party fought that last session.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, it was awful. Someone died.
Tell.
Dr. Evil.
Someone got super eaten.
I killed one of my players last session. It's okay. It's all right.
Okay.
So that happened. They managed to get inside the sea cave, but got split up in the process, with Clover and Burgy being taken down one tunnel and Kian being taken down another. Kian was washed into a much larger open cavern where these flying vessels you saw them sitting in the ocean, in the wake, next to Stone Harbor area, where as they brought out their wounded and injured and made inside, Kian saw a massive centaur with dark skin and just this incredibly imposing presence. Kian hid beneath the water to avoid detection before everyone went in through a large double door, and he was alone in this large cavern. Meanwhile, Burgy and Clover had managed to find a much smaller tunnel, and going through, they heard voices and light from up ahead, and as they stealthed, they looked around the corner and they saw 3 individuals. They saw a human man and a dark elf woman whom neither one of them recognized. But Burgy saw one person who he did recognize. Allfather Cure, or the chicken god, standing around a table, discussing something. Now, Clover and Burgy, I believe you both still had Pass Without Trace going on. So you both still have a +10 to your stealth. And Kian, you also still have mage armor going. So your AC is now 15. With that, we'll start with Kian. God
damn it. Yeah.
You are still floating out in this large harbor cavern, and you believe yourself to be alone.
Mhm.
What do you do?
So I'm in this cavern. The ships are here as well.
Yes.
Gonna try and swim up to a ship and like get out of the water a little bit. If I can stay out of view of the door, I will.
Okay. You can definitely be on one side of the ship that would allow you to be out of view of the door. Are you trying to be stealthy?
Absolutely.
All right, go ahead and give me a stealth check.
8.
All right. So what do you do?
Okay. Am I able to check my notes? Is there any? Because I have lost my notes from last session. Are there any notes from the Imperium on what specifically I'm looking for within these ships, or anything about these ships?
With the information the Imperium provided to you, is these ships have been sighted at various places, and you're more to discover their origins and who's behind the attacks, or who's behind the attack that just happened on Nosterhaver, and who's really kind of causing mayhem.
All right.
In the world.
In the world. Okay. Well, since no one's in here, I'm going to cast invisibility and go invisible.
Beautiful. That drops mage armor since they're both concentration, yes?
Mage armor is not concentration.
Oh, beautiful. Never mind then. I'm always forgetting.
Mm-hmm.
Solid.
That's fine. And I'm gonna slowly dip back into the water and start heading toward the door.
Alright. So the way this is set up is there's where the ships are at is kind of like a stone pier sticking out into the water where the ships have kind of docked at, and so they can get out easy. Leading up to the door, it's kind of just a slab. So you can kind of climb up it, but it's a bit more like hewn rock. It's not just raw as is. It's actually been chiseled to kind of make it a flat square floor.
Okay.
So you can climb up it, or you can go around the ships.
I'll climb up of it.
All right, just give me a quick athletics check.
That would be great. Oh, natural 20.
Oh no! You just go like you do, just like a what is it called?
A chin up?
Yeah, a chin up, but it's like even above.
Oh, muscle up.
Muscle up. That's what it is. You do just a full-on muscle up, and you're dripping water. So your hair is just like all your clothes are wet. It's a hot moment. Too bad no one was there to see it.
And I'm also invisible.
Also invisible.
So
Yeah. So if anyone could see you, that's what they'd see. But right now they just see dripping water.
Damn, they would. Well, I'll try and dry myself off as best I can. I can use my fire Genasi natural heaters to do so.
That's fun. Yeah, no, I'll let you do that. That's a fun thing.
I'll just steam up a little bit. It's all good.
So there's some steam, just floating. But then,
and I'll move out of the thing. So, but yeah, I want to get up to this door, see if I can hear anyone behind it at all.
All right, give me a perception check.
Not good. 7.
7. You don't really hear anything.
Is this door on a gear? Is it like heavy doors, or is it just like a little?
So the doors themselves are these large wooden slabs, essentially. They kind of look like they've been cut very roughly to fit into this passage. But there's 2 handles on it, so you think you could just easily pull them open.
I don't see any other way in, do I? There's no little latch or little cave to the side or anything like that at all?
Give me another perception check.
Not investigation?
Okay, if you're looking for that investigation, sure, why not?
Thank God. That would be a 13.
13. With a 13, you see this dock area kind of circles around the perimeter of the water until you get to the actual exit out into the open ocean where you came in from. And you don't really see any other doorways or entrances around it.
Right. Well, we guess we'll have to see how this goes. And I'm going to try and slowly open the door and squeeze in. Not just like pulling it open fully, just a little crack that I can try and squeeze through.
All right. Since you're invisible, I'll go ahead and just... I'll say give me a stealth check with advantage. Real quick.
I'll take it. Take fuck for the advantage. That would be... Oh, it's only a +2, so that's 16.
16. Okay. So you crack this door open. And as you look through, you can see there's quite a few people in this room. It looks to be like a cafeteria area, almost like a prep zone. So you see there's some areas along the wall where you see armor and weapons set up. So there's gear aplenty along one wall. And another wall, you see chests where people are unloading various goods, just like some candelabras, some valuable things that they might be able to sell, that are being put into this chest. And then you see just some like tables where some folks are just kind of sitting down and just look exhausted and haggard. But you do see someone looking at the door and seeing it just kind of crack open, and they get up and start walking towards it. They're about 20 feet away.
Yeah, I'll squeeze in and just move to the left and get out of the way of the door.
All right. So this person walks up to the door, kind of looks around, pokes their head out before closing it again and making sure that it's set before walking back to where they were sitting.
Do I see the big centaur anywhere at all?
You do not. You see two exits to this room. One is to your right, which is to the left of the gear wall, and the other one is to your left, to the right of the chest wall. The one to your right has fewer individuals between you and it.
Yeah, let's try to make our way over to that one. Sure, why not?
All right. Give me another stealth check with advantage.
Invisibility coming in clutch. That's a dirty 20.
Beautiful. So you start walking, and people are coming and going, and you expertly stop and wait and kind of bob and weave, do little ducks as someone has a shield and like does this large gesture with it, and you do like this little matrix duck out of the way before making it to that exit. There's no doorway, it is just lit by lamps. Do you go down it?
Sure.
All right.
Why not?
So while Kian's making his way down this passage, Burgy and Clover, you two are stealthily watching these three individuals as they plan and scheme. What do you do?
Are we, just to remind me of the room and range situation, would I likely perceive that we are far enough that I could whisper to Clover without being heard, or are we close enough that that is a risky move?
How familiar with caves is Burgy?
Decent. He grew up largely in a mountainous area which stands to reason there'd be caves.
Yeah. So you would assume from where you're standing, whispering would be too risky due to the echo of the cave.
Okay.
Question is did we leave off on Burgy levitating?
Yes, Burgy is
Because
still
because
levitating.
we wanted to pass extra stealthily, so I'm floating and still.
And you have me by the finger, and I'm also
Yeah.
floating right now.
Yeah, you're levitating.
And sorry, what is it? So we are just peering around a corner. What's going on? What are we?
So think of it as a
Or are we
bend
just
in the
levitating in
cave.
the corner of a room? Like,
So y'all are coming from a naturally chiseled hallway, essentially. So behind you can hear the sounds of waves crashing, and in front of you it turns into an actual room with brick and stone walls. But it's more of like a bend in the cave. So you're kind of peering around a corner, but it's not like a sharp corner.
okay. Allfather Kire, is he taller than the others? Is he roughly
Yes.
same size?
He is taller
Okay.
than the others.
Okay, so I'm going to wiggle my finger, which Clover is currently touching, and then I'm going to try to hand gesture.
She's gonna like look at you and nod, and then pull a dagger out of the pocket.
I actually don't know if. I'm trying to think what Burgy knows versus what Luke knows about how powerful this individual is.
I can tell you now, Burgy understands that
He's a
Kire
god.
is powerful, but Burgy does not understand the scale.
Right. But does he understand that he's a god?
I would say give me a history check. This is going to
Sure.
determine whether or not you're familiar with the chicken god or the gods of Nostorhaver, around that, like the temples around Nostorhaver.
That's an 11.
All right. You do not know that this is a god.
Okay. All you're gonna get from me then, Clover, is like a nervous look of like, I don't know, like a bit of a shrug and a hesitant shrug, because Burgy just by nature is quite nervous about things.
Gonna put it back in her.
Okay.
little belt.
Time was going down for a second. That's what I thought this.
Can she hear them talking about anything? Like, does she hear whispers?
Yeah.
You can make out sounds of them speaking, but between the waves echoing from behind you and their conversation echoing, it's hard to really get a grasp of what they're saying. You just hear words, but it just sounds like a mumble of language.
Yikes. What besides these three people and the monkey, is there anything else of note in the room just that I'm seeing?
In the room, give me just a perception check. And Clover, you can do this too if you'd like.
Ooh, nat 20.
Ooh.
Plus 3.
Nice.
Wow, 16.
All right. Solid. So 23 to 16. So, Clover, you can see pretty much that this looks obviously like some sort of planning room. There's lots of papers all over. There's desks all over the place and various different accoutrements of what looks like a war room. Burgy, you can see along the walls there's a map. The map looks fairly plain, but it is of Hashland, the Molten, and the Molten Empire, which are two neighboring countries. You see the island of Crofler, which was, you remember seeing the insignia on the armor that the people who attacked the castle were wearing. Obviously, y'all did not go flying to the island of Crofler, but you can see just notes scribbled next to the island with arrows pointing to and from Nostorhaver.
Okay. Man, we can't talk, and it's just driving me crazy. Okay. Okay.
Clover's just looking at you wide-eyed.
Burgy is going to gesture kind of into the room and be like, trying to imply that we need to we need to try to get in closer. We need to try to find some kind of we need to do some spying here, is what I'm trying to communicate. Whether or not, I don't know how clear that is coming across. Not to say I have special means of doing so, but that's the only plan that I can come up with at the moment. So can I? What?
I have a question, Luke DM.
Yes.
You said that we would generally know not to whisper.
Yes. Whispering would be too dangerous at this moment. You would think it is possible the echo would carry.
Okay. I'm just trying to be realistic with how stupidly low her wisdom is.
Good.
I'm right now.
You're just gonna see Clover wave their finger in your face, and she's gonna bend down and into the, if there's any kind of sand or dirt, right, go in ?
Sand or dirt go in? Is there
No,
sand?
if there's any sand or dirt that I can write into on the ground.
Oh, is there sand or dirt?
There's enough residue from the salt of the ocean that you can write that. It's a little difficult to see, but you can see it.
So you're typing "go in"? You're writing "go in"? I say I'm going to write yes. Letter B, sneaky. Yes, be sneaky.
Sneaky. This must be slang.
I am going to. Maybe this is a bad idea, but I'm gonna use disguise self. And I'm going to become a large. I'm gonna try to become a large lizard. I'm gonna go on my stomach and become a large lizard. And I'm gonna try to be unseen. I'm gonna try to be quiet, but I am gonna be a man-sized lizard, not like a lizard folk, like a lizard.
Just a lizard.
That is crawling, and I'm going to try to sneakily get closer so that I can hear things.
Okay. Give me a stealth check.
Don't forget that you have that +10 on top of it.
I do have the +10. I don't remember how that works functionally.
Just whatever your...
Amazing. Okay, so if I get to add +10 to that, that's a 25.
A 25. All right, with a 25.
That is plus 10 on top of my already stealth modifier.
Yes.
Yeah, 25.
Okay. Got to find a quick little stat block.
Yeah.
I'm just disguised self. I'm not transforming, so I should.
Not your stat block. Not yours.
Yeah, no, not yours.
This isn't a lizard stat block.
Nope.
Nope.
Okay.
All right.
Perception of God.
You guys might not
I-
want to talk because it can attract attention, but by all means. just-
I love this idea. This is fantastic.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so Burgy, you have a 25, yes?
Yes, sir.
All right, so you start walking in. Do you just kind of walk along the floor, trying to hide, trying to hear what they're
very
saying?
slowly. I'm going for quiet via slow, so I'm doing a slow crawl.
This is the best.
Like
thing
a
ever.
slow lizard who's exploring the cave,
All right.
trying not to be noticed if possible.
This is the best thing I've ever seen.
The issue I'm having is
Is
I
that
rolled
my
a.
plan is flawless.
The problem is perception. I gave them one perception roll. I said, all right, between the three of them and what they're doing, they get one perception roll. Got a
They got a
natural 20.
35.
Oh no.
Ah!
And I was like, all right, I'm just going to add, let's just do cure. So total of 32
24.
perception.
Uh-huh. Okay. So they see a lizard. Big deal.
You see, you hear them having conversation, and suddenly it just kind of stops. As Burgy, you can see all three of them now just turn and look at you. This man-sized lizard. What color are you? Are just you green? Do you look like an iguana? Like, what is your deal?
Yeah. I'm going for iguana-ish. Maybe a little iguana Komodo dragon-y kind of thing. And color-wise, I would have tried to be quite similar to the color of the stone that I'm walking on. So I assume that's gray, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
And if they all look at me, I'm just gonna hold still and give a good little tongue flick. And then I'll keep moving. Just act natural for a lizard.
You hear the dark elf woman.
I don't know what you wanted me to do, Luke.
This is great. No, this is great. This is what I wanted you to do. You hear the dark elf woman. Now you've gotten close enough. You can hear her say, "Are there giant lizards in this cave? I didn't think there were. Are there giant lizards in this country? Is that a thing?"
I hope so.
The human man says, I don't know. Should we kill it?
No.
Cure. Burgy, Cure makes hard eye contact with you. Anytime you look over, he is looking directly at you.
It's fine. It's just a lizard.
And I need you to give me the best performance roll you have ever made in
Let's
your
go.
entire
Let's go,
life.
Burgy. Let's go, Burgy.
Oh, okay. I don't have any inspiration. I don't have any. Okay, I'm just going for it. Performance. Oh, there's no pluses to that.
Nat 20. Don't worry about it. It's a nat 20. It's a nat 20.
Oh.
Oh, that's a 5.
That's not a nat 20.
I tried.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Well, Burgy,
Yes,
Uh-oh.
sir.
Cure looks at you. And says, in your head, I can't see who you are. But why are you here?
I don't like it.
I'm gonna think in my head. Oh, hello, voice. Can you hear me right now? And I'm just thinking that.
You see Kure just pinch the bridge of his nose.
Oh, Burgy.
Yes, I can hear you. This is the cops. Have you I can tell that you are not a lizard. You are, in fact, something different. Something else.
Should I maybe just leave? Do you want me to leave? I could just leave. This is in my head still.
No, I think you shouldn't leave.
Is it okay? I kind of want to leave. Is it okay if I leave? May I leave?
No. I will give you a chance to escape, though. It may be difficult, though. Best of luck. And
What?
Clover, you see Burgy suddenly
Oh,
just bloop, disappear.
No! No!
And Burgy,
No! What?
Is there a save?
nope, no save.
Oh my god.
Did I just get Thanos? Like,
I
Kian,
mean, I have no idea what's going on. Oh my gosh.
come back to Kian.
What?
You're walking down this tunnel. It's lit, and you are invisible.
Yeah.
You see a fork in the path up ahead. One that goes right, one that goes left. Which one are you choosing? Both are well lit, but you can't.
Nice.
They curve, so you can't see what's down them. Without
And I can't hear anything from
give
either
me
one
a
of them.
perception check.
Thank you. Natural 1.
You hear nothing. You suddenly just go deaf for a minute. Like it's real weird. It's just like, you occasionally get that ringing in your ears. That random ringing.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yep.
just like that's what you get.
I've got water in my ear. Just won't
Yeah.
get out of it. Let's go left. Why not?
All right.
Take a casual stroll. Still stealthy as hell because I'm invisible.
You go left.
Yep.
You start walking down this hallway, this stone hallway, where it is now more chiseled and stonework. So it's not as naturally carved. There's actually been built up walls. You go down and you see this hallway turns and moves into a straightaway where you can see down it a very long way, hundreds and hundreds of feet. Along it are multiple different doorways. But at this point, you now can hear some commotion coming from one open doorway.
I'm gonna slink up to that one and take a squeeze.
All right. You look inside this doorway. Inside, you can see what looks like a fairly good-sized room with about 50 feet circle, and it is kind of dome-shaped in nature, and it descends. It looks like there's multiple levels. There's one that's at the level you're at, and then a little bit further down is another level. Kind of descends almost like amphitheater seating. And in the middle of it, you see two individuals surrounded by this tall metal gating, this grate, that are just going to town on each other. And there's probably about 30 people in this room just shouting and placing bets. And you have found yourself a fighting ring.
That's fun. Do I Can I see who the two people are? Are they just guards? Are they just two random people?
They're shirtless and wearing helmets. They have just short swords. One appears to be a dwarven man, and the other appears to be a tall elven woman. They're both just kind of wearing just simple leather pants, but just like wearing simple shirtless or a small top. So they're decent.
Is there any tables around with like any letters or notes on them, like just about what the event is or people in it or anything? Or just like what this place is? I'm looking for like sigils of groups or anything that can tell me where I am and who's here.
All right. In this room, as you look around, don't even have to make a check. You are looking around. You don't see anything really of note aside from training. You see training session.
Right.
All bets are off. But all bets are in.
I get you. Okay. I'm gonna go out of the room, and this is just corridors of doors and doors and doors and doors.
Yes.
Do I have anything? I'm gonna cast Sending.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna send it to Clover.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you? I'm in the cavern. Down countless halls. Near a fight ring. Can you help me at all?
And I can respond back mentally.
Mm-hmm.
She's just gonna, once again, startled. She hates when Kian does this out of the blue. Just... Also in cavern, Burgy zip-zapped away by one of the big guys in a room in front of me. Behind me, water.
All right.
And just like verbally in her voice, you hear ...
Clover, as you say that, you see the three individuals in the room have a short kind of what the heck was that, and then there's a pat on the table, and whatever they were looking at is rolled up
No.
and taken with them. But they walk out of the room.
Where I am at
No,
right
they
now?
walk out through a different doorway. There's another doorway out of this room.
Yeah.
Oh. Near a lot of doors.
There's a lot of doors.
With one hand.
Oh shit.
With one hand on one of those lovely little trinkets that both Clover and Kian have on her belt, she's gonna just slowly like float, like go along the side of the room, almost like ignoring where Burgy just got zapped from. Was there? You said that there was stuff on the wall, or?
Yes, you see a lot of stuff. There's a lot of paperwork and stuff all over the wall.
Anything that would stand out from what we're looking for?
You see, now that you're in the room and you can look around just fine,
Yeah.
you see that map I described to Burgy along the wall that has clear indications of plans, and you can see now closer the words that were written next to the island of Crossler Island say frame and punish.
these words mean anything to her?
You would assume that this is obviously. You would assume that this is something where they're trying to frame Crothler.
Okay, Crothler.
Luke, just a quick interruption. Sorry, I cast a spell while I was invisible.
So
I'm
you're
back.
no longer invisible. I'm aware.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Ruh-roh.
Oh.
I did it, then I
Very
realized. I was like,
Odin.
I walked out of the room though. Remember that?
You did. You did walk out, and you didn't see anyone else in the
Yeah.
hallway. So
Yeah. I'm here now. So.
Okay, after taking mental note of that, she's gonna dang, yeah, nope, she would just keep floating, trying to see where they went, where the next door leads out of.
go ahead and give me a stealth roll with advantage because you're floating. So it'll be very easy to be stealthy.
Pew, stealth. And we don't have pass without a trace anymore, right?
That lasts for 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, then we would.
You would still have it.
Yeah.
You're like
29.
29. Yeah.
Jesus.
Cool.
I'm a sneaky little baby.
You crack the door open and you see hallways extending down either side and one directly away. These are smaller hallways, only about 5 feet wide, very small. Whereas the ones Odinn you're in are like the hallway's about 10 feet wide.
Oh.
Yeah.
I
Kian
miss my
had
friends.
Kian had said that there was fighting going on. Do I hear anything coming from any of these hallways that might lead me to believe that that's closer to where he'd be?
Give me a perception check.
Oh, well, see, she's not very good at perception.
Just roll high. Come on now. You got this, I believe.
I got
I
a
believe.
7 in wisdom. Don't try
It's
me.
fine. Don't worry about it. You got it. You got it. Don't worry about it. Nat 20 right here.
I got a 2.
Oh no.
You just hear a lot of just stuff. I can't really pinpoint what it is coming from all hallways.
And you said there's how many?
There's 3. There's one going to your right, one going to your left, and one going directly just further away from you.
I like left.
All right, left.
Yeah.
You head left.
They have to like look down at their hands for a second.
Head's right. All right, so you walk left.
Oh, Burgy.
Burgy.
Oh, Burgy.
Oh, baby.
Felt yourself just kind of it felt like you got wrapped up in a blanket, just a really large full body blanket before being popped out, and you are in a room. There's a bed and a desk in this room. Looks like this is just someone's room.
I have a home now.
But you have no idea where you are.
It-
Based off
it
the
has not-
walls, it looks like you're still in the cavern.
Okay, so it's not familiar in any way.
No.
Okay, I'll keep lizard form for now, but I would like to get on my hind legs. Which, seeing as it is just an illusion, I don't think that looking like a lizard would prevent me from doing so. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. I'm sure I look insane.
Yes.
But I'm going to. You said a desk and a bed.
Mhm.
Does the desk have like drawers and stuff, or anything on it?
Not really. No, it looks like someone had.
Table.
It literally looks like this is just where someone sleeps almost. You see some dirty pants, dirty shirt draped across the back of the chair at the desk.
Is there a door or window?
There is a door, no window.
Is the door closed?
Yes.
Is there any other openings in the floor or roof?
No, there
anything
is
that looks like a trap door or anything like that.
No, there is not.
Have
There is-
ventilation system.
Something.
There's a door.
Yeah, you want me to go through that door
I
so
want you
bad.
to go through that door.
Just do it.
May I observe the door just to check if it's obviously trapped in one way or another?
Sure, investigation.
I love how
Smart.
many extra steps and precautions are being taken for a door. Meanwhile, like there were 3 enemies right in front of you, and you thought, "I'll just cross slowly."
My options were limited. 16 on my door check.
All right, 16. It's a door.
I'm gonna try the door. Is it a doorknob that I can turn?
There's just like a latch. So like you kind of put your thumb on it and it lifts the latch up and it opens.
Peeking through that without stepping through. I'm just peeking to see what I can see immediately.
All right. How stealthy are you being?
Quite.
All right.
Oh, so stealthy.
Go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Sure. Do I still get to add 10 to this?
I think.
Mhm.
Hang on.
Odin, whose side are you on? Get out of here.
I'm sorry.
No, you are no longer close to Clover, so it
That's
does not.
okay.
You no longer have that benefit.
Okay, then that's a 13.
13. Cool. Kian, what is your passive perception?
11.
Cool. Burgy, you open this door and you see a hallway with lots of other doors. That extends for a long way. And you can see down to your right, you can see a group of 4 individuals starting to walk your way. And on the other side, you see a single individual
On the left?
on the left side who
Yeah.
you think looks familiar. It's hard to tell. They look they're pretty far away. You can't quite make them out.
Okay. The 4 on my right, do they look like people I've seen before? Do they look
They
Like
look like
strangers?
just some people you have not seen before. They are carrying short swords and just kind of seem to be walking and talking.
Okay. I am going to.
Close the door.
I think I can do this. I hope I'm not misusing this ability, but they're walking towards my room, roughly.
Yes.
They might be walking past. In a method of carefulness and concern. I don't know if this is gonna work. I'm gonna try this though. So I have this thing called unarmored movement improvement that allows me to move along surfaces, vertical surfaces, during a movement. I would like to kind of like wedge myself in the corner. Does the door open in or out?
It opens in.
Okay, so in the corner that is next to the inner side of the door, I'm gonna try to climb up and wedge myself in that top corner, and I'm still in lizard form, and I'm just gonna like wedge myself in the top corner of the room in lizard form, and wait to hear footsteps to see what happens.
Okay. So you're still inside the room, though.
Still inside the room, yes.
Did you leave
With
the door?
leaving the door, I'm leaving the door open a crack. Yeah.
Okay. You hear these people talking, walking, and they walk by. And then you hear them shout, "Hey! Hey!" And Kian, you hear some people shouting from behind you. And as you turn, you see 4 individuals looking at you. And they go, "Hey, who are you?"
Right, gentlemen, I'd like to apologize, and I'll start walking towards them. We seem to be a bit lost. I'm new here, and I was just wondering if you could help me out. And as I throw my hand, I'm going to cast Charm Person at 4th level.
So you can charm
And-
all 4 of them?
Target all 4 of them.
All right, what do they have to save?
Their save is a wisdom of 17.
17, all right. Odinn,
No.
all 4 failed. And the one that yelled out, she's like, oh, it's totally fine. I got lost my first day too. Yeah, remember, Reggie, you remember when you got lost your first day too? It's a pretty big cavern. No, but, well, I don't know your name, but I really feel like we've been real good buddies. Like, don't you guys agree? And all the other 3 just, like, come up and, like, yeah, like, they pat you on the back. They're like, yeah, like, what was your name?
Oh, it's nice to meet you all. Thank you for the kind words and the general aid to help. But my name is Kian. Like I said, I'm brand new to this cavern. I'm actually looking for my friend who also joined up, Firbolg, a big fella, and
I will drop my disguise. Luke said I hear, so I will drop my disguise and poke my head out of the door down the hallway
Burgy.
and give like a quiet wave.
Burgy.
Yeah.
You try to drop
Oh,
your
no.
disguise.
Wait, what? No!
oh no.
Get out!
You find that the illusion suddenly doesn't feel like an illusion anymore.
No!
So I just need you to find a giant lizard stat block. You keep all of your mental stats, but the physical ones, those are yours. Those are the ones you're gonna use. So do you still poke your head out and give a wave?
I mean, in my mind, I was getting down and then dropping the disguise right before poking my head out. So I would say what's done is done.
So,
and yes, I'm going to poke my head out in lizard form, but also surprised in that moment as I see my own hand wave and not be Firbolg.
Kian, you see a man-sized lizard, not a lizard folk, just a giant lizard, poke its head out of this doorway, wave at you with what looks like a smile before suddenly looking very confused and ducking back in. The other 4 individuals with you don't appear to notice. You all right there?
Yes, just again, I was just thinking about the endless caverns within this place, and I lost myself for a moment. So I apologize for my confusion. I missed orientation when I joined, and
It's all right. So
lost.
so did Bob over here, and that's
Right.
B-A-H-B. A lot of people think it's B-O-B. It's B-A-H-B. Bob.
Bob is completely
No,
fine.
no,
It's a
Bob.
Bob.
Yeah, there you go.
I love it. So out of curiosity, and you can fill me in just so I don't get up Shit's Creek later on. Who exactly are we working for, and what are we doing?
Oh,
We've
wow.
been posted
You
up
really
here for a
missed
while, haven't we?
orientation, didn't you?
I've missed a lot.
Huh.
They hired me for my magical talents, and
Oh, you're one of the magic folk.
yeah.
Oh man, can you do tricks?
Oh,
Oh, do you
Why
do
that?
birthday parties? My kid, she's gonna be turning 12 here in a little bit. Do you do birthday parties?
well, I've been known to do a couple little tricks, and I'll click my fingers, and a little flame will come above my finger. Or I can do little things.
Whoa. And they like whack each other in the chest, like, dude, look at that. Oh.
So I can do little tricks, but if you could inform me, and let me know what exactly we're doing and how long we're staying for.
Oh, okay. Yo, of course. All right. So we're working for. Really, there's 4 big head honchos here. You know, you've got All Father Cure, who, you know, I think like, he's really the big boss here. Though second in command's definitely this big old centaur named Tintrak.
Tintrak, right.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're looking to spell, that's Tintrach.
Tintrak. And he's a big centaur.
Big old centaur, biggest one I've ever seen. You know, I don't know how they got him in here, but then you got really kind of the 2 generals. They're kind of equal footing. You got Odinn and Celaya. Both of them kind of do their thing. Lodinn's just this, like pretty average looking guy, and Celaya is that dark elf woman who intimidates me a lot.
Right. And Cure is running the show, correct?
Oh yeah, essentially. Though
Right.
it's pretty on the down low. You know, if you speak of him outside of the cavern, you immediately die.
Understandably so.
Yeah.
Who would
so,
tell?
I
Who
want
would
to
tell
make sure
people
you.
of our plan?
Yeah, of course. So, you know, as you probably were, you know, when you came a part of the group, you got magically enchanted so that if you spoke the name Cure outside of this cavern to anyone, you just immediately died.
It's game over. Yeah.
Yeah. So, it's precautions, which are understandable. Respect.
Understandably so. It's how you keep such an organization under wraps.
Of course.
Right. Well, you boys have been fantastic. Phenomenal.
Oh,
Honestly.
we
But if you could point me back to like the common room or to an exit where I can loop around, just any general way back to where people are.
Oh, yeah. If you go back down the way you were coming from, you got to turn right, and that'll get you towards the main exit. Yeah, you got to go down that hallway, and then you got to make a left, another right, a right again, another right, one more right, and then a left.
Right.
Now,
It's a good thing I'm really smart.
yeah.
But you boys have been phenomenal with your hand. There's a big fight pit I just saw in that room
yeah,
just
that's
there.
just where we were heading.
I mean, training.
Oh, yeah.
Training.
Yeah, training. That's right.
Yes. But I'm going to explore a little bit more out of genuine curiosity. But I might join you boys in there later on. How's that sound?
Oh, that sounds good. Yeah, don't forget to bring your coin. You know,
Of course.
lots of good bets there. Lots of good
You know what?
training.
You know what? I'll pull out a gold coin and flick it to him. Put a gold on the elf for me.
Oh, good choice. And he pockets it and says, "You need anything else? We're happy to help. You're a great guy. We pretty much do anything for you right now."
No, you boys have been phenomenal and told me so much information that's helped me out a lot here. But I'm sure we'll catch up with each other around.
Oh yeah. Yeah, sounds good. We'll see you over in the training area.
Sounds good.
Yeah. And they turn and walk away.
Cool. I'll watch him walk into the room and then I'll turn back to the room with the giant lizard.
All right. And as you do that,
And-
we're going to jump over to Clover.
Ah,
Clover, you've walking down this hall.
yeah.
It kind of winds through various areas, and it starts to go up. You go up a couple flights of stairs before it opens up into a much larger room where you are actually on like a catwalk, like a natural catwalk. And below you there is just various different open pits of water with stalactites and stalagmites all over the place. This is the most cave-looking section you've found so far. You see something below. Do you have dark vision? Yes?
Yeah.
All right. Even with your dark vision, you cannot see what is below you. As below you is about 80 feet or so. but you see something moving along the rocks and the pools in this massive cavern.
Oh no. She's going to get down on the ground for a second, take her backpack off, reach in to her little ration bag and pull out a piece of bread and just look over the edge of the catwalk and drop it.
Jesus.
All right, so what you see, you drop this bread, and out of the inky blackness, you see this just flash of this long pink thing that just it snatches the bread out of nowhere and disappears as quickly as it appeared.
I don't want it. I don't want it.
I don't want it.
I don't want it.
She looks hungry. And she goes and takes another few pieces and throws it over, and doesn't even like look this time, just goes back to her bag and zips it like.
Right. So like, did you throw a few pieces?
Yeah, I threw a few pieces.
Okay, but you didn't look.
No.
All right. You hear.
It's a little family. She's gonna keep walking down the catwalk.
Beautiful. You walk down this catwalk.
Who's rolling? He's
Not
rolling.
me.
And you see the exit into the wall on the opposite side. And you can easily keep going and walk through and continuing down through, going back down, it looks like.
Okay, then she will go back down.
All right.
She, gosh, she's got a 7 in wisdom. She's not. Kristen has so many more questions. Clover is just la-di-da.
La-di-da-di-da. Well, you walk down and you come out and you find a door at the base of these stairs.
As she has the other one, like listening in to see if she hears anything, and if not, she'll try opening it slowly.
Give me a perception check.
Why do I even bother? 11. It's not terrible.
You hear some noise,
That's
but
something.
it sounds like it's echoing. So it doesn't sound like
gonna-
it's immediately right on the other side.
She's gonna go back to flying a little bit, just like a little few inches off the ground, and slowly try opening it.
You open it and you see a long hallway. And it appears as though to the right you can see an open door that there's lots of sounds coming from that. And way further down you see 4 individuals heading your way. They appear to be going for you. It looks like they're walking towards that open door with the noise. And way past them you see someone who you recognize the clothes. You see Kian.
She's gonna stay in a holding pattern on the other side of the door while they walk towards the open door. She's waiting for them to pass before walking towards Kian.
They walk by. Well, the door that they're going through is to your right, and so is Kian. So everything's down to your
Oh,
right.
everything's that way? Okay,
Everything's
okay.
down that way. You're essentially, when you look to your left, you see the first door on the right when you come into this hallway.
Okay. Then she's not gonna wait. She's gonna try to just... Not even gonna look at the 4. Just flap her little wings as she goes towards Kian.
All right.
Just
So
gonna
you,
ignore those 4.
give me a performance check.
You know what? That's not that bad.
He's charismatic as hell. We got this.
Yeah, 24.
They look at you and they give you a nod and they kind of just like kind of give a small wave. One of them kind of does like a sup.
Clover has absolutely no idea what's going on with the passive perception of 8 and just eyes on Kian flies towards him.
You hear them as they look and they watch you and they see that you're going straight to Kian. That you hear them saying, yeah, no, that's fair. Kian's real cool. Man, that dude's awesome. Man, I love that guy. He's just the best. But Kian is facing away from you, and with a passive perception of, what was it, 13? 11?
May 11.
Yeah, 11. He doesn't hear you coming.
Don't.
He's just gonna feel like a of wind into his ear.
There you are, Clover.
So what's happening? Your directions sucked, but I guess we can talk about that later. Where's Burgy? Do you know what's going on?
Well, I was able to find out who was running the show here, and able to find out what they're doing and how they're keeping on the down low. But I did just see. I'm sorry, my curiosity is getting the best of me, and I'm just gonna start walking towards the room with the lizard.
You're going where?
I just walk towards the room.
I would like to try to speak. I don't know if it's gonna work though. Hey guys, it's me. I'm the lizard. That's what I'm gonna try to say. Does it come out of my mouth?
It does come out of your mouth.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, I can talk.
The saving grace would have been that Clover had seen you turn into the lizard.
True.
Yes.
It's true. But not being able to talk would be very inconvenient.
Oh,
I won't do
Burgy,
that.
you're using an illusion, right?
Well, you see, the thing about it is I was using an illusion, but I can't stop being a lizard, and also I usually like I feel different inside. I don't feel. Hey, so I was pretending to be a lizard, and then I saw the chicken god, and he made me vanish and appear in this room. I gesture back with my head, and then I couldn't unlizard.
Well,
I think I'm a lizard now.
it's what's on the inside that counts, and she's just gonna tap your belly.
Well, Burgy, I might be able to revert this.
That would be ideal if you could do that.
Okay.
I mean, that being said, it hasn't posed any problems yet, and maybe it could be advantageous for me to be a lizard for a little while. I don't know. Like, just if you're wondering whether or not you can do enough spells today.
Well, it's more along the lines of if we get into a bit of a confrontation in which I have to use all my spells.
It's true. I actually come to think of it, but also with the confrontation thing, I'm feeling less strong and less.
I mean, you're fine. All he did was he zapped you into another room. So I mean, he can't. Seems like a nice guy.
Oh, no. Also, but I'm no longer. I'm a lizard permanently. That was also part of the zap. Was me becoming? I think. Well, I don't know. I can't unlizard. If you didn't catch that, I'm stuck.
Well, Kian can unlizard you. We can do that another day. So you know.
Right, but if we get into like a tussle, I can't do the things that I could normally do. I
Well,
am second guessing my lizarding, but we could keep it for a while if you guys think that's best.
I think it might be best to turn you back now and see if I'm actually able to destroy this enchantment. I don't know how strong
That's
this god is.
me neither. But apparently strong enough to transport me and lizardify me. So I don't know.
Did you know he was super powerful before you did all that? Because I mean, I don't want to like on your idea, but you did kind of just walk right in front of him,
right,
as a huge lizard.
Okay, so he did talk to my mind before he zapped me. He was like, "Hey, I see you, and I see you're not a lizard." And I was like, "I would like to leave," and he was like, "I don't think so." And then I got zapped here and lizarded.
Can I check the hallway and make sure no one's coming down? Because we're talking a lot.
You look, you see there's people coming from both directions, in fact, at this point.
You want to come in my room? I have a room, I guess.
Yeah. I'll slink into the room.
Clover, do you follow?
Yeah, I honestly thought we were in the room because the last thing I had heard was the lizard slunk back into the room after seeing that his hand was still a lizard. So I thought we were already in there.
Yeah. I thought y'all were just like in the doorway seeing Burgy right there.
Roughly.
So.
Roughly, yes, in the room.
All right. Cool. All right. So I assume you close the door behind you.
Yeah.
If Kian does, yeah.
I just want to make sure.
Clover gets away with everything. That's why she's got a 7 wisdom.
Why am I doing everything? God damn. I don't want to be I don't want to get in trouble.
All right. So what you have now is Burgy, who has indefinitely been turned into a lizard. You have 4 charmed individuals who will realize they were charmed at the end of an hour and will certainly make some fuss about it.
Kian, you're the only one who knows this.
Yeah. Well, first off, Burgy, do you want to see if I can revert you back to your regular form?
I think I would like that.
Okay. Kian will say a little enchantment, and as he speaks, you'll see little runes fly out of his mouth and sort of envelop over Burgy. I'm going to cast Dispel Magic at... I'll go 4th level, sure.
All right. Dispel Magic. At 4th level. All right. I need you to roll.
The DC equals 10 plus the spell's level, so I add my spell modifier, don't I?
Mm-hmm. Ability check using your spellcasting ability.
Natural 20.
Dang.
Plus?
So plus spell attack or spell modifier?
Spell modifier.
So that brings up to a 25.
All right. Burgy, you feel the lizardiness dissipate, and you are back to being regular old Burgy.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm excited at first. Maybe I speak a little loud, and then I quiet myself because I remember trying to be stealthy. Yeah, no, that was. I was pretty nervous about never being Burgy again.
Well, you're back now, and we should think about leaving. I've learned who these people are and what they might. I haven't learned what they might intend to do yet, but I know who they are.
So you made friends with them?
A couple of them. They won't like me in about 50 minutes or so.
Oh no, we talked about this.
Well, it was either that or I don't get out of here.
Did you try normally? How long do we have?
50 minutes.
How long has it been?
10 minutes.
Ugh. Well, do you know how to get out?
I do. They actually pointed me in the direction. The question is, do we want to learn what they're planning, or do we just want to get out of here?
Oh, I thought you said you had everything.
Not everything.
Well, why don't we go talk to your friends? We got 40 more minutes.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, I want to leave, but I know that my friends, they wouldn't want me to leave because they probably want to know what's going on. So I don't, so I'm feeling pretty unsure. But yeah,
Well-
if you say you have friends that you made, what?
Well, did you see anything in the room before you got zip-zapped away? Because you were kind of just... I didn't know you were talking to him in your brain, and it kind of just looked like you were licking your lizard lips and just staring off into the abyss. So maybe you saw something that I couldn't have. I saw something with frame and punish on the little map by the island, but that's about as good as I got.
Oh, like next to Clover Island?
Yeah.
What do I know? Okay. That is interesting. I mean, at the very least, I know that I saw the Grothler crest on the attackers, and if he says framed by Grothler, that seems that maybe they didn't do it, and maybe they've been framed. That's my observation based on what has been spoken and what I think I know.
So just to reiterate, sorry, Luke, you believe that the Crother was framed by these people?
Yeah, by Allfather Cure, who I saw. If that wasn't clear, that was clear. When I said the chicken god Allfather Cure, do you know what I'm talking about the same person?
Yes. We
Saw
was
that
able
guy.
to talk to my friends, and there's Alkiri, the chicken god.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
Yeah, that's the thing. Because I seem to join teams with the duck god, and they seem to got issues with the chicken god, and I guess the chicken god's a little more menacing and threatening.
There's a duck god, okay. There is also Tindrak, which is a centaur, a very big centaur.
I don't know anything about him.
Well, Kian, you remember what we came here about? And she like kind of whispers off, not like super quiet. If you got a decent passive perception, you probably hear her. But she looks at Kian and goes, they were pretending to be soldiers from Crossler. But you should ask your friends what their band name is. Did you find that out?
Well, we could actually do that right now. I'm gonna cast Sending to Bab.
Excellent. Real quick, while you're doing that, I know your passive perception, Kian. What is everyone else's passive perception?
8.
13.
Cool. All right, go ahead and send that sending to Bab.
Bab.
Bab, it's Kian. One last question.
Oh.
Don't freak out, it's magic. What are we exactly called? What's our group's name?
This is real cool that you're talking to me in my brain. That's not something I hear very often. How many words can they say?
25.
25? Okay, hang on. Wow, this is really cool. Magic is super wild and crazy. That's 11. Oh, yeah. You want to know our band name?
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah.
We are called the... It's 24. So
Uh-huh.
one more letter.
Word.
This is me pulling up my notes. So I'm a great DM, and I have all of my notes right here.
This is so
All of the
dirty.
notes. I love it. It's so well done. I mean, I have another third level if I.
The lost.
Dang it. I knew it. Oh,
Dirty.
why do you look upset?
They're called the lost something. He wasn't able to get the last word out.
Can you
We
can
can-
you like call back?
I can.
It
I
would-
would only. I'm running low on abilities of my own.
Well, we have like 35 minutes left. Did
there any
they go to a
clue?
neighboring cave? Are they down the hall?
They're
I'm
down
gonna
the
look
hall,
at the
but they're
desk.
surrounded by a lot of people in a void pit who wouldn't take too kindly to seeing us.
But I thought they were your friends.
Magically, yes. What was your idea? Sorry, Burgy.
I was just going to look at the desk and see if anyone carved anything like lost such and such rule or something like that.
That would be phenomenal if that was there.
Just so I take a look.
All right. So, Burgy, you look at the desk. Sitting at the desk is Allfather Cure
What the?
with his legs crossed and just sitting, just kind of rubbing his chin.
How long has he been here? I say that over my shoulder to you too. How long has he been here? How long have you been here?
Well, it's nice to see who you really are.
Hi.
Been here long enough. And that's where we're going to take our break. We'll be back in 10, 15 minutes. Stick around, find out. Are they just going to get nuked by a god? We'll see. Don't you worry, none. It's all right.
It's fine. It's fine. We're gonna be fine.
I'm gonna make friends with him and hold his finger.
Sure.
Hold it together.
All right, we'll be right back.
Best friends.
And we're back. Thank you for waiting. Took our sweet time getting here. Got refreshed. Got emptied. We're ready to continue.
911.
Help.
Help. Mom, can you come pick me up? I'm not having fun.
We'll go home.
They're scaring me, Mom.
We'll go home.
Ah!
Oh my gosh. Ugh. Well, anyways, we return to you three in a room with all Father Cure just sitting cross-legged at a desk facing you. He looks at the three of you and says, I am impressed that you made it here. And for that, I see it fair to allow you the chance to escape.
So are we like not allowed inside here? Was that? I didn't like there wasn't like a keep outside or anything, so we just, you know,
He has a point. I
Cave
would
diving.
also cave diving and
Spelunking.
that fishy you have. That what's his name? It seems it's not being fed properly. I fed it earlier. It seems very hungry.
Fishy.
Yeah, I think it's got like a really big long pink tongue. I was upstairs trying to find my way here. You guys really need directions. And there was like this long boardwalk, and I looked down and there was water, but where there's water, there's fishies, and so I dropped a little piece of bread and this big pig thing. I think maybe there's more than one fishy. What's its name?
I can't say I've taken the time to name them, though they're
Oh.
not fish.
What are they?
Would you like to meet them?
I already met them. I could come back in a few hours to feed them again later.
Oh, no bother at all. We can meet them now.
I don't know. I don't think
How does that sound to all of you? Would all of you like to meet them?
I think I've met enough people today, and I think this cave spelunking expedition, I think I've had enough of it, and I would like to go away. But not like it before. Not like before. I want to go out. Like, I'm sorry.
What about you?
Well, I quite like the idea of us having a chance to escape, as you would put it. So why don't you allow us to walk out this door? And we'll take that chance.
Oh, well, of course. After you. And he gestures to the door, and the door just swings open.
Oh no.
Clover, Burgy,
Mm.
after you.
Okay. Burgy's going first.
Alright.
Clover's played this game before. She's not going first.
Clover, please.
Go for it.
Let's turn back to Chicken God. It was a pleasure to meet you. Hopefully our paths don't cross again.
I hope that you pray we never do meet again. I only offer mercy once.
It's not taken lightly.
I'm glad. I
Kian
do
will-
have one question for you. Who are you? Why did you really come here? For information? To spy?
May I roll an insight?
What are you trying to incite?
I want to know how. I don't know. Maybe I can't get this from an insight. I want to know how dangerous the truth is. Because I'm investigating an attack. But maybe. No, he set up that attack. So now that I think about it, because we saw that thing that said frame. Yeah, I don't think I want to tell the truth. Now that I think about it. Okay. I'll be thinking of what to say if any of you guys also want to say something, but
I don't speak for these two, but you, in the attack where I saw these ships leave, a friend of mine was killed, and I was curious who did it.
Go ahead and give me a deception.
Oh.
it wasn't the truth, eh?
Natural 20 for a 26.
26. All right.
I'm just nodding.
Kure looks at you and stands up and approaches you and takes a hand that you see's got rings and tattoos that crawl up to sleeve cuffed arms. And he takes his hand and he puts it on your shoulder and says, I'm sorry for your loss. Truly. Life taken is never an easy thing. Personally, I don't kill when I can help it. I prefer to collect. And you see him reach in and he pulls out
Kian!
pulls out a little green orb. And you can see inside of it, there is someone. You see a floating, naked little man with long hair, strong, sturdy build, looks rough, scarred. But looks out with not really conscious eyes. And Kure just looks at it. I suppose I'll have to collect all of you another time.
Who was that? Who's it there?
Oh, no one of importance.
Oh. Okay.
Shall we?
Well, you seem lovely. Thank you so much for your time. And she just pulls out a dead flower from behind her ear, like steps in front of Kian, starts pushing him back, and offers up the dead flower. As she's doing it, it springs to life. Thanks. I guess it's rain check. I guess we'll see you another time. Turns around and tries pushing Kian.
He takes it and holds it,
It's gonna die.
and it grows more until its roots start growing and wrapping around his hand as it develops into a more full and more beautiful plant than what you even gave him. And he sets it on the desk, where you see it take root into the wood and wrap and develop more blossoms, more blooms. And as you walk out, he says, I hope you enjoy the fishes. And as all of you walk through, you realize you're not walking out into the hallway.
Yeah.
As you turn around, you see the doorway close and just stone wall suddenly take its place as you're now all in pitch black, save for those of you who have dark vision, which I think is just Clover.
Oh.
I have it too.
Oh, you have it too? Okay.
Fire
Oh,
Genasi.
that's right, that's right. So Burgy, pitch black. You can see a little bit of light way above you, about 80 feet. You can see a stone walkway high above, 80 feet in the air, with stone pillars supporting it from below, stalagmites, stalagmites everywhere, with pools of water littered throughout. You can hear them. Clover and Kian, you can both see them. The pools of water are still, eerily still. But you can hear something sliding, shuffling against the stone and the rock. What do y'all do?
There's no door around us. It's only the way up.
You see, you're in a room that is hundreds of feet wide and tall. There's massive stalactites and pillars kind of blocking all around. Getting around will be difficult. A lot of your view is blocked by different stalagmites and pillars.
Could you guys, can you see? I can't.
Yeah, just hold out your finger. Just hold it out, okay? I'm literally right next to you, okay?
I reach into my pocket and I hand you a piece of paper.
What is this?
You can see?
Yes.
Can you read this?
Why?
If you could read that out, that'd be really helpful for me.
Okay, it's I'm gonna read this very fast, Burgy.
Okay.
I'm a strong and independent person. There are no obstacles I can't overcome. I can slow my breathing whenever I feel like. I can overcome anxiety using the inner strength. I know this situation is hard, but I'm determined to rise above it. I am equipped with many skills and tools to help me. Are you staying with me? Keep up, Burgy. I'll overcome the situation if I remain courageous. Sorry, there was a typo. Every passing day, I feel more relaxed and calmer. Oh, this cursive is terrible. Last two lines. People like me, and it's okay to talk to people. I like my life. I'm in control.
I'm in control.
You're in control. Okay, now hold out your finger, Burgy, and I'll give you back the.
Okay.
Kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. You wanna. Motions to the nothingness.
We hear something. We hear something slinking around, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we want a bit of light in here right now.
Do you see it? Do you see what the sound is coming from?
Can I lock in on it at all, Luke?
Give me a perception check.
And how far away does it sound like it's just radiating around?
It's echoing throughout.
19.
19. All right. Well, that's fun. Let me find what I'm.
Why are you gonna say it like that, dog? Like what the heck? Like...
I just have to see what bonuses it gets.
Can I also do something as well?
Oh sure, go ahead. What are you trying to do?
She would after grabbing onto Burgy's finger, if he so gives it. She's looking around at the sound, and she's just gonna mumble, "Okay, I'm feeling blue." And as she says blue, she's gonna cast Fairy Fire.
Oh.
Hey.
Nice.
And
Yes.
I mean, it's not much. It's just like a 20. She's casting it like 20-ish feet away from them, and it's only a 20-foot cube. Well, that's just any object that might fall within the cube will be outlined in blue.
All right.
If it fails a dex saving throw.
Oh,
if
that's
there's
cool.
something.
If it's nearby. Cool.
Yeah.
Also, with that 19, you cannot pinpoint where it is.
It's sneaky.
Nakaba.
Sneaky.
Though something you do notice, really all of you notice this. Doesn't even have to be with that perception check. You all breathe, and I assume you're all breathing through your noses. You smell some unholy stench of rotting flesh and brackish filth and salt. Think of like the nastiest ocean salt water you've ever experienced, and times that by 10.
It's a lot of seaweed.
I wish it was just a lot of seaweed.
Yeah, it's like the fish. It's just like the ocean died, and it's filling the air.
You said there was light above us and a walkway above us?
Yes,
Like-
there's light illuminating a walkway. Clover, you recognize it. That's the same walkway you walked across just earlier.
Oh.
How far away is it?
80 feet in the air.
God damn.
So Kian, guys. Remember the fishies I was talking about? Remember those fishies? Yeah. And you see that above us? Remember, Burgy, you're in control. Just keep whispering. Don't even listen to me. Just keep whispering that.
I like my life. I'm in control.
Kian, this is where the fishies were.
Oh.
Maybe they'll remember me because I gave them bread.
I like that.
I can try. Oh,
I wish I could see.
I can try to fly us up again, but
All of you have your passive perceptions are higher than a 1.
Yeah.
ah,
So, the area where you are immediately, there's a stone wall behind you. And you can kind of squeeze past stalactites or stalagmites and pillars and all that. From around the corner of one, you see it. Those of you with dark vision. And with the fairy fire, it's illuminating enough. So, Burgy, you can also see this.
F.
Is it glowing?
It's not in the fairy fire, no, but
Okay.
you see something that has 2 tiny little eyes along the sides of its head with just this kind of curved, rounded front of its face. It has rows and rows of teeth that are kind of more centralized within its mouth, but it has these 2 massive fangs that almost start beneath its eyes on the outside and curl down and in front of its mouth. It's dripping with blood and fish bones, and you can now tell where the stench is coming from, as you can see even the blood is sticking out of its gills from all of its previous meals.
Sure. Nice, sure.
And it is, some might call it huge, as its head
Shit.
is the size of Burgy.
That's big. Like,
I'm going to say hello, friend, and I'd like to make it known that I have speech of beast and leaf, so I can communicate with, though not understand, beasts and plants and have advantage on charisma checks to influence them.
let's go.
Hello there, friend. We are here to help you, though we may have trouble understanding you.
You see it open its mouth. And Clover, this is where you see one thing, and you get advantage on this check. As you can see a curled up pink thing. Just tight before ejecting out in incredible speeds. And I need all three of you to make me a dexterity saving throw as its tongue comes hurling out. As Burgy, I am so sorry. This is not a beast. It is a monstrosity.
Thought that might be the case.
Oh,
Worth
no.
a try.
It was a good try. It was
Thank
a great
you.
try.
Oh gosh.
I do have evasion, which means that when I have to make dex saving throws, if there's damage as a result, I only take half damage.
Correct.
Yeah, something
But
like that.
if you succeed the dexterity save, you avoid it completely.
That's right, but I think I have failed.
Oh.
14, maybe. I forgot how much extra dexterity I have. 14.
Is your total?
12.
Yeah.
12. 12.
12?
And
12.
and that 20 for 23.
Hey, good for you.
Hey, that's awesome. You did great. Look
Well, I'm a fly out of here, guys. It's been great.
Clover, you see this coming, and you only have time to just start moving as this thing shoots out. And this tongue, since all three of you are close enough together, wraps around you, Burgy and Kian. And you two are like shoved together, facing each other. And now I need both of you to make strength checks as this thing has wrapped around you and has started, you can feel it pulling towards its mouth.
Strength checks.
Strength checks. You're competing with this.
21.
13.
21.
21. So because one of you passed but one failed, you don't move, but you're both unable to escape and are considered grappled and restrained.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
But this thing, you can feel it as its tongue gets tighter and tighter around the two of you and is pulling you towards its massive maw.
Are me and Burgy like side by side? Can I like
You're
touch Burgy at all?
So, Kian, you are shorter than Burgy. You are essentially buried in his chest fluff. So you're like facing each other. If you were the same height, your noses would be touching. But you're instead just like, I guess motorboating him is the best way to explain it.
I said cuddle, but okay.
Can I?
It was so wholesome before that.
I'm gonna say that as Clover dodged it and then just sees Kian and Burgy get together, she almost takes this as a personal attack because, like, these were her friends. Referring to fishies and you guys. I love how you smiled, but in my head I was thinking about the fishies.
Yeah.
And Clover just picks up a little rock and just like a small little rock next to her and runs up and goes, "I fed you bread!" and throws it and is gonna try to cast reduce on the monster.
Hey, what does it have to do?
A con save.
What does it have to beat?
17.
14. Okay.
Natural one, Lucky boy. Natural
Oh, please have a
one.
low roll for the first time. I think he used up all his low rolls on that charm for people.
Bad. My bad.
Well, your luck is very good, as I got a total of 10.
So this big boy size is halved in all dimensions. Its weight is reduced to 1/8 of its normal. And until the spell ends, which its concentration of up to a minute, it also has disadvantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. Any attack it tries to do also deals 1d4 less damage than it would normally. That's a lot.
That's-
Wow.
Yes,
Phenomenal.
Clover.
I fed you bread.
All right.
Thank
So
you.
now, with that, this thing's head is half the size of Burgy, as all of its dimensions are halved.
getting somewhere.
Its tongue shrinks as well, and since it is smaller now, as it shrinks, it gets pulled closer to y'all. But its tongue's only kind of wrapped around the both of you. So if you want to escape, give me another strength check with advantage.
Oh.
With advantage. With advantage.
Oh.
I got a nat 20.
12.
Nat 20
All right. So
plus 3.
even though this thing has disadvantage, Burgy, you manage to slip out. You're like, ha! You manage to kind of twist and turn and manage to get out of its grasp. But unfortunately, that leaves the tongue more room to wrap around Kian, as Kian, you are unable to escape. As this
Help.
thing wraps tighter.
Help.
And this thing now is going to get one attack as it pulls you close enough to its mouth. And it's gonna bite you. Oh boy, that definitely hits. Alright, hang on, I need
Nuh-uh.
minus a d4. Okay, because of...
Yeah. Let's
well.
go.
So that is going to be a total of 13 piercing damage as this thing bites into you. And Kian, I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw,
Ooh.
Oh, Constitution saving throw.
as you're definitely within 5 feet of this thing.
Natural one.
Kian,
No.
you are poisoned until the start of this
Uh-oh.
creature's next turn.
Oh.
And with that, we'll go ahead and roll some initiative. I don't have a good map for this fight specifically, so it's just gonna be theater of the mind.
Oh.
I'm rolling terribly, guys.
I just had a bad roll too. Just seeing if I have any special monk things that help me beyond my... No, I don't think so. Okay. That's a 6.
All right. So we have a 6. Kris, what did you get?
20.
20. Odinn?
I got a 6. But Luke, just real quick, I'm gonna expend a charge on my Atlas of Endless Horizons after taking that hit, and I'm gonna teleport 10 feet away from him. So he's no longer got me. I'm outie.
You are free. Also,
How did you do
what was
that?
your con save? Yes, you did that. And that's good. So you're out.
Yeah. My item has an ability to let me teleport 10 feet away when I take a hit.
Incredible!
Yeah, phenomenal.
That's perfect!
It's great.
All right. So. Yeah, memes. I did not plan for. I had a fight, didn't think it would take place here.
But the fishies.
With the fishies. So,
The fish.
Chris, you're up first.
Ah.
What do you do?
Freak out. It was not counting on that one. Okay, she after she does that, sees Kian out of the hold. Because of the fairy fire, you can, Burgy would be able to see this as well. You see, you can kind of hear the Clover's mumbling something to herself, and this time it's almost incoherent. And it looks like the shadows that once was the darkness are pulling from the walls as they slowly wrap up her legs like vines. And the last thing you see is her face as she just looks at Kian and has this devilish nod, and her face goes dark as she casts Shadow of Moil on herself, causing her to be heavily obscured to others. The shadows also will turn dim light within 10 feet of me into darkness, and if there was bright light, it's dim light. I have resistance to radiant damage, and if I get hit, there's going to be auto hitbacks there's going to be auto reactions, 2d8 necrotic damage to anything that hits me.
Excellent.
Dang.
That's pretty sweet.
So she is gonna do that. I will say this is also a concentration, so enlarge and reduce. They knock each other out because that's also a concentration spell.
Oh no.
So as you cast that, this thing grows back to its massive size. And you see it give like a whole body shake as like it moves, and you can see the muscles ripple down its back as you can see this body extends for about 30 feet.
Right.
I had a
just-
plan and it's gone.
I mean, you never know.
It's true.
But out of the darkness, you're gonna see 2 shots of blue, and she's gonna cast Eldritch Blast at this thing.
Solid. All right.
We're going blue today.
A little blue.
I'm
All
not
right, go ahead and
upset.
roll to hit.
I am. Okay. That's a nat 20 and a nat 20 to 29, and that was good too. If I can do math, 26.
Both
So
hit.
26.
So what's the max amount of damage you can do with Eldritch Blast?
10.
10. All right, so you're dealing 10 plus the dice now.
Okay, for that one, and
For-
then just a regular roll for the other.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So I should have done that, grabbed that before. I'm grabbing everything but the D10s. Okay. So the D10. 18, 19, 24, 22, 23, and then 23. So the first one's gonna be a hit of 23,
Damn.
and then the second one is 11.
So 34
23, 11,
altogether.
34. Yep.
Dang.
Solid. Good hits. Your Eldritch blasts nail right into the side of this thing and just send these ripples down its body again. And you see the singe, and you see it steam a little bit as though it's wet, and you can see with that it's covered in this thin, well, for its size, thick layer of just mucus.
Blech.
All right,
Nasty.
and with that, it is now its turn.
Oh boy.
It reels from that attack, and since it can't see you super well, it is going to send... It's going to open its mouth, and you would expect to see the tongue. Except you don't see the tongue coiling. You see instead this wretched bile of cold ocean water spew at you.
Oh god.
And I just need you to make a Constitution saving throw. How close are you to Kian and Burgy?
We were all standing next to each other, but how far did they get pulled in?
I'll say
Is the
at
question.
this point they're not right within the range of this, so this is just coming at you.
It's just me. 17.
17. Okay. So you save.
Yo,
Okay, I was like, well.
half damage though. It's fine. It's gonna be like 5 damage. We'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
It's going to actually be
6.
you're going to take 14 cold damage
Cold damage.
as this ocean bile, just like the most cold water from the deep, just slams into you. Now your Shadow of Moil does take effect, yes? Or is that only on a melee attack?
It has to be within 10 feet of me.
Okay. At this point it is, because it got pulled when it shrank. So it is within 10 feet of you.
Okay, so it automatically gets 2d8.
All right.
Dang.
Yeah.
The Shadow of Moil is a good
Yeah.
one. It is
That's
a
a-
Warlock
yeah.
only thing.
Yeah.
That's 12.
12. Solid. All right. All right. Cool. Luke, Burgy, it is your turn.
Let's go, Burgy.
Burgy
Okay.
Burgy.
Can I see it?
You can.
Like-
within,
Okay.
you can see it, just it is within the light. It's not in the fairy fire, but it is lit up by the light created by the fairy fire.
Okay. I don't want to interfere with that, but I'm not sure if that's how fairy fire works. but I'm cool with it. I don't want to debilitate myself. But I'm pretty sure fairy fire isn't like a literal like source of fire as much as it is you outline creatures that land within that space and light, and if nothing
It
did.
sheds a dim light in 10-foot radius.
Yeah.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Wonderful. Oh, it does. Okay. Sorry for being dumb. I'm going to run up.
Oh, sorry. Fairy
Fracture-
fire is actually gone because that is a concentration. So it went
Awesome.
away whenever the reduce came in.
Perfect.
So, Burgy, you are in the dark.
Exactly like I hoped. Gee whiz. Well, in that case, do you think I have a rough understanding of the room around me as I last saw it?
I'll say you remember seeing a shrunk. So you know
A
where
shrunk?
the ideally shrunk one is. The
Oh, yeah. But not even the monster, the room. Like the walls.
Yes,
More
you
specifically.
you have a vague idea of where everything is.
Okay, let me just see if I'm understanding the room correct. Like, were we at the bottom of a pit and there's a bunch of plateaus going up the pit? Is that correct, or am I misunderstanding that?
So
Plateaus
y'all
with
have your
pools?
back to the cavern wall, and you can see
Okay.
kind of up and in front of you a walkway that goes up 80 feet and is supported by pillars. There's no way, like, climbing up that would be difficult. In front of you on the ground is a series of stalagmites and other pillars that are connected to the ceiling. And so it's not like a straight up just room, it's a giant cavern that's got different levels and ups and downs, but it
Is there a level that I would remember from seeing that, like, is, let's say, using my, like, I have a 45 walking speed. What I'm hoping to do here is I'm hoping to use my that ability, unarmored movement improvement, to run up a wall onto a ledge and give myself some vertical height away from this beast, maybe. But this beast is huge, so I don't know if it'll protect me. But that's kind of what I'm
I'll
trying to
say
create. vertical distance.
You think you could latch onto the side of one of these pillars that connects to the ceiling. You think you could probably climb up that and hold on pretty easily.
Ugh. I just want to stick a torch somewhere.
Could spend your whole turn lighting a torch.
I hate it, but I don't know what else to do if I can't see. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna light a torch. Is that a full? That's action and bonus action to light a torch, or
I mean, a torch. It's like
Yeah.
to get it lit. I mean, within 6 seconds. Yes, but you still have your movement if you want.
okay. I'm lighting the torch, and then I want to look around and assess my options for movement. Can I? Can I take cover behind a pillar or something?
Absolutely.
Or try to?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna light torch and try to toss it into an obscure corner. Wait, is that a bad idea? I don't know. Maybe that's a bad idea. I'm just gonna take it with me, and I'm gonna go behind this pillar.
Okay. Perfect. All right. So you're now behind cover. Kian.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Wait, just this light is hiding behind a pillar.
It's great.
Okay. We're being silly, right? We're having fun?
Having fun, being silly.
Sure. Okay. Kian's gonna step around and call out Clover, get to the top. Burgy, to me. And you're gonna see him flick his arm out, and a small anvil will come into his hand, and he'll pull out a hammer, and he'll start banging onto the hammer and say, Clocarienet Desmin, and slam down his hammer onto the anvil, and you'll see runes fly out, and I'm going to cast Phantasmal Killer at 5th level. So, if you would make a wisdom saving throw for me, please, Luke.
I would love to.
As he calls out the dwarvish call and slams onto the anvil.
That tipped just a little more. That would have been a nat 20, but it is in fact a total of 6.
Perfect, he fails. So what this creature sees is his greatest nightmare manifests directly in front of him. Its deepest fear visible only to that creature. Target must make a wisdom save. On a failed save, the target becomes frightened for the duration. At the end of each of the target's turns before the spell ends, the target must succeed on another wisdom saving throw or take 4d10 psychic damage. And then I'm looking to Burgy to get to me.
I'll try.
Whatever that thing's greatest fear is, it's just manifested directly in front of him.
All right. Cool. Cool. Anything else you want to do with your turn?
So that was. Do I have a bonus action? Nope. I'm just gonna start making my way to Burgy as best I can.
All right. Cool. You can get. I mean, Burgy, did your pillar you hid behind? Did you want to get your full 45 feet away?
No, I just wanted cover.
Cool. All right. So Kian, you're able to get to Burgy easily.
Okay.
All right.
What do we do now?
Clover, it is your turn.
Depends what Clover does. We'll see.
Oh, Clover took that direction. She's been with Kian a little while now, so when Kian gets his serious face on like that, she's like, oh, okay, it's time to listen, and she is going to start flying up.
Perfect. All right.
I'm not going to use my full, or I'm going to use my full movement, flying of 30, but I'm not going to double it. I'm just going to hold my action in case I see the creature try attacking
Okay.
them again.
This creature, Kian, you cast your spell, and as Clover runs away, or flies away, you all hear just this hideous, shrill shriek. think like the Nazgul level of just like high pitched, like awfulness, as this thing just desperately tries to get away, as it sees something. You have no idea what this thing could possibly see, but it starts running away as fast as it can, and it needs another wisdom save.
Yep.
Has to
Wisdom.
beat a what?
17.
It fails. So 4d10.
Okay. 4d10. .24 points of psychic damage to that creature.
Solid. All right. Math. Can't do math.
It's my favorite spell ever, by the way. Phantasmal Killer. Phenomenal spell.
That
It's
is
excellent.
incredible.
All right. With that, Clover, I need you to make a dex save.
Yep. Okay. 18.
18. Cool. Kian and Burgy, you see Clover, just because of the light as Clover starts flying towards the walkways. You see her flying, and she looks back to make sure that you're not getting attacked. And you see her kind of nod like, okay, they're good, as this thing's running away. And then you see a massive pink tongue
Yep. There's multiple.
fly out of the darkness, latch on,
God.
and suddenly she is just pulled down into the darkness. And that's where we're ending this session.
Last time we're trusting Kian, huh?
I had a plan.
You got me killed.
I got you snatched. It's different.
Not in a good way.
How many of these things are there?
A couple, at least.
A few.
Yikes. No good. No good situation.
It's a great
Kian's
time.
running out of spells, I know it.
I'm running low.
Yeah.
Like,
know you are.
This is when it's like, oh man, these learning how to get those short rests and long rests in, man. Whew. It's exciting. It's very good.
Yikes.
Well, friends.
boy.
Oh, this has been great. I've had a lot of fun
This is
tonight.
great.
that was phenomenal. Holy dolly.
Oh, so good. Oh, man. Yeah, thank you all so much for tuning in and listening again. Thank you to Kris, Odinn, and Luke. All of y'all are so fun. Like y'all just do such a great job. I love everything. It's it's so good. Well, but yeah, no, this has been great. Where can people find y'all, Kris? Plug yourself and tell people about what you do and where you want people to find you.
I make dumb memes on TikTok at D&D Imposter. That is all I do. Or if you want to follow what I do IRL, sometimes you can find me. Same thing on Instagram.
Nice. Odinn.
Yeah, you can find me at Odinn_son on pretty much all platforms. 2 N's on each word. Nothing exciting really happening at the moment, but I do have a big stream coming up soon. Well, a recording anyway, with Luke, our fabulous DM, as one of my players. So yeah, that's something to look forward to.
Very exciting. Very, very exciting.
Hmm.
Luke, you have anything you want to plug? You have
Yeah,
a big
I
thing you
do.
want to plug.
I got something I want to plug.
Yeah.
Me and a couple of my siblings are making this little party game called Almost Words, and the Kickstarter launched last week, and it's a super fun party game. And I thought if I have like somewhere in the range of like 1 minute here, or if you can fill 1 minute or 2 minutes, Luke, I thought I want to demonstrate kind of a mechanic of the game here. So can you, Luke, give me a word that relates to today's game?
Ooh.
Give me like an inspiration word that relates to our session today.
Something that relates. Panic.
Panic? All right. That's my word. I'm going to try to come up with a response, and you do what you got to do, and then I'm going to come in at the close here with my
Perfect.
panic response.
All right. Well, to go ahead and help real quick plug the thing, the game is Almost Words. I'm putting the
That's
link
right.
to the Kickstarter in chat.
Gem.
Please go check it out. I've backed it. I'm also one of the 15, I think, people that's gonna get to put in a custom prompt. So
Ooh, nice.
if you,
That's
whenever you
cool.
get, whenever, and it'll be in all of the games. So if you get the game, you'll get the prompt I put into the game. So that's fun. Please go check it out. It looks great. Looks super fun. Luke and his family put in a ton of work into making this, and they've done such a great job. And we just want to help support them. And yeah, just go check it out, please. It's
Do it now.
super great. Super
it
great.
Do it. You
Um,
don't have a choice.
But as far as for me, you can find me at Misty Mountain Legends on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and all that, or Tumid_links on TikTok and Instagram as well, though I don't post on that account as much. Also, Patreon. Go check out our Patreon. We do a lot of cool things. We have a brand new stuff coming out tomorrow. We'll put stuff out the first of the month. We've got a Pinto Bean photo shoot that is adorable. It's fantastic. And we also have a subclass and a stat block coming out as well. So go check it out.
That's cool. That's cool.
Okay. I'm ready. Are you ready?
Ready.
Oh god.
Okay. So at the beginning of a turn, you get a topic such as panic, and then you take 10 tiles and you have to try to arrange them to a response, and I can pitch my response. My response to the word panic is what is my source of panic? Well, you see, it is a beast in the dark that is doing bad things, and I would call this beast my attacker.
That's phenomenal.
That's my attacker.
That's so good.
Oh my gosh. I love
The
it.
principle of the game is that everyone would make a quick response during a little 2-minute session, and then the judge would pick their favorite response. So that's an example of how that game works. So
That's
it's a
so
super
cool.
fun game. Yeah, and I've been playing various versions of it for 10 years. So it's tried and tested, and I hope that you will enjoy it as I have.
Yes.
Thanks so much for taking that plug away though and dropping that link in. That was
Happy
good
to
of
do
you.
it.
Thanks.
Yes, no, it's very exciting. Looking forward to receiving it. But once again, thank you to my wonderful players. Y'all did amazingly, so good. And thank you to chat, everyone coming and hanging out, lurking, doing whatever, just supporting the stream. We really do appreciate it. It means a lot. So thank y'all for hanging out. And memes, I'm excited to see what more memes you have on your Instagram. Go check out Misty Mountain Memes, our meme page run by someone who we have no idea who they are. They're a mystery person.
We love them.
They're great. So,
We do.
and thank you, Kieran Wargslayer. Thank you. Appreciate your kind words. And with that, we hope you all have a fantastic night. And come out next Tuesday. It's coming Tuesday for the Foul and Friends regular campaign. Luke will be back playing as Brodie.
Oh, you bet I will be, boy.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Brodie's
Brodie McPherce.
Brody.
So fierce.
so fierce.
Oh.
Oh, so yes, come check it out. It'll be the same time, 7:30 p.m. EST. We'll be live streaming that. So come and hang out with us then. But with that, thank you all so much. We hope you have a great rest of your night. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.